Welcome to the best evening sports show on the planet, the DMV Sports Talk Show, with your host, Razul McGee from Springfield, Virginia. We keep you updated on all sports in the DMV with the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. And be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the DMV Sports Talk Show. Welcome to the best evening sports show on the planet, the DMV Sports Talk Show, with your host, Razul McGee from Springfield, Virginia. We keep you updated on all sports in the DMV with the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. And be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the DMV Sports Talk Show. Welcome to the best evening sports show on the planet, the DMV Sports Talk Show, with your host, Razul McGee from Springfield, Virginia. We keep you updated on all sports in the DMV with the In the Zone Sports Talk Radio Network. And be sure to download the Try 99 TV app on any smart device and subscribe to In the Zone Sports Talk Television. The cost is $4.95. Thank you in advance for your support. Now, let's get into the DMV Sports Talk Show. Welcome to the best evening sports show.
Welcome to another edition to the DMV Sports Show. I'm your host, Razul McGee. It's, you guessed it, it's Saturday. That's right, your Saturday to hear the sports that you want to hear on your night. I'm the best host and the host at night, Razul McGee. We got a great lineup for you. You wouldn't believe we got the Washington Commanders OTAs. We got the Washington Wizards NBA's draft coming up pretty soon on the 12th. And we also have the NBA Finals heating up. You'll never guess. You probably already guessed it, but I'm going to tell you anyway. We have also the Baltimore Orioles still on fire with the record. I'll tell you that in a minute. I just want to give away the beans just yet. And last but not least, we got the USA men's soccer team, Section B. And what they did, you know, they always do it. But you know what? I'm going to tell you that in a minute. So sit back, relax, tie your shoelaces. I'm just going to set off on the sports-related topics. And we have a caller now on the beat. It's nothing other than Miss Marilyn Myers, a.k.a. Coach. How you doing, Coach?
Coach is doing well. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So I just got a question to ask you about the OTAs. And this OTA, it seems like the individual players that we draft are actually doing really, really well. But my question is, how do you see the offense?
I believe the offense is setting up very well, actually. I've got to say that you know, he's working with these individual players, right?
Right.
There is one really sits down to players. He gets to measure I like that. He's working hard. As they were, when they were talking for his foreign,
Mm-hmm.
like, he has proven that he is good. I
Right.
don't feel like they should even question that. I gotta say that.
Right.
He could go in any state or whatever he thinks that's wrong. That's what he is.
Right.
And he is smart. But I watched that video of him talking, and I said, yeah, the dude is smart, and he's good. So, I can't help it. I'm like, I'm very defensive of these guys.
Yeah, I
work
see.
hard, and they're going for it, man. They are going for it.
Well, I mean, the thing I like most is the effort. And I believe in BEINENEMY, but the problem I have more than anything is the consistency. Now, if the defense is doing well, then the offense is having a setback. When the offense is doing well, the defense is having a setback. So that's going to show up on the field. But this is what I like to hear. I like to hear that Jack Del Rio is really pleased with, Emmanuel Forbes. He's played, he's really happy about his ability. I get that too. But it's really, really problematic. Like here's what I'm talking about. Commanders signed Tara Burgess and Brandon Dillon and placed Andrew Norwell on the PUP list, which means he's out for the year or may remain of the season. So that's the inconsistencies I'm talking about. Because Andrew Norwell has proven himself at the end of the year to be a commodity. Now we got another safety and another two safety to replace him. But I guess they're relying on the rookies to place him until he gets better. Now, again, the big question.
Did he really get hurt that bad?
Yeah, he got hurt. He got hurt in practice. And that's what I'm talking about. So now you got somebody who's hurt who could potentially help us in the middle. Now we got to place the rookie in. Hopefully the rookie can take over and become that person. Now here's another thing that really gets me is that there's a big question mark on the quarterback, Sam Howell. And Sam Howell is getting praises from everybody, but the problem is it's not the right praises. Here's why. I'm not reading too much into this, but this is actually a pretty good point. McLaurin says that he has quite a confidence about him. BEINENEMY says that he has done one heck of a job this offseason. Now, that doesn't sound too much of a confidence boost. That sounds more like, he's very good in his abilities. They didn't say this guy is an NFL quarterback, potential that can elevate this team to where they need to be. They didn't say that. They said that he's... Go ahead.
I'm going to ask you something.
Okay.
He's putting them through these 2-minute plays.
Uh-huh.
And observing, and I'm like, in 2 minutes, and no, I can't help it. In my opinion, it's going to take more than that,
Right.
It is. It's going to take more than just 2 minutes. That's a fly. As for, and I did listen to him, and he was saying he knows when he's got to correct himself, and he does. I'm talking about Sam.
Right.
And, and yeah, he's got his confidence. He really does. So, but the other thing that I disagree on, and I am going to say this, he's taking some of these players, and he's putting them in other positions. I mean, different positions. Are they going to have enough time to adjust?
Well, the thing, I mean, they will have enough time to adjust. This is the OTAs, because training camp is like in the end of, preseason's like at the beginning, at the end of July. So they have 2 months basically to get this perfect, because if they don't have this perfect OTAs in preseason, that it's not going to translate onto the field in the regular season in September. Here's my concern. My concern is this is going to be Sam Howell's first time behind center with a revamp of
trying to get my quarterback back.
That's why I feel like we should kidnap them and be like, hey, listen, Taylor Heineke,
we need to kidnap him.
we need you back, you know. But I don't. That's
You
when
know
I.
what? He's been doing some good things on his own time.
Uh-huh.
And I've been playing before. So I told my brother, I said, I am going to come down there and kidnap you.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
So you're going to be watching.
It's like, so here's my, this is me being the person I am. I look at patterns, I look at stats, and I look at other things that shows that if we would have stayed the course, we could have been in the championships or the division if we had pieces to add on the next year. If you looked at last year, we were offensively, we were on fire. We were on fire with Taylor Heineke. We were on fire with the running back. The only thing,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. And it was the fact, and I'm not saying because they said he had improved, and I believe he is. And I believe he's trying. I just hope he's not trying too hard. So you can try hard.
Right.
And do really fantastic. But if you try too hard,
right,
then yeah, that's when you mess up.
No, everything that you said is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you said has.
I believe that's with everybody's work, actually.
And the problem that I see that start. Okay, so I look at everything, and then I find the consistencies and inconsistencies on a daily basis. So our pattern is we get hot in the regular seasons, right? And then we have a winning half, and then the second half we just fall off, and then we blame every player, and then we let them go. And then what they do is they go on to the next team and shine and prosper and go to the playoffs and Super Bowl and come back. And then we go, oh, well, since you didn't there, come on back here and win it with us. And then we fall short like we have with what's that guy's name? The guy, the CB that we have, Eric. I forgot his name. First name is Eric. Last name I forgot it. But anyway, Eric is still with us, but he won a Super Bowl with the Chiefs, and now he's with us. We traded him. Now we got him back, and now what happened? We still haven't won anything. Now that we have,
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Why are we having three season games? Aren't they afraid that somebody's going to get hurt before the main schedule?
Well, the things that we do as an organization is, and I was just thinking about this today, and this is reign true in what I have seen in this draft processing. What we have done over the years is we have picked one good player out of the draft and then have potential, bench warmers until somebody gets hurt. With each coach, we bring a different philosophy. And then when we lose that coach, we have to strip all that away, throw all in the trash, revamp another playbook, revamp another defense books, and learn a whole new system for the coming years to come. But when we don't execute what's in these books, X's and O's, it becomes what? It just becomes a book with paper in it. And I see, here's what I'm saying. Okay, I can go through a list. Let's go with the recent one, Jay Gruden. We had some really good plays with Jay Gruden after we let go RG3. RG3 had a great season in 2012. 2010, we won the NFC East. 2011, we didn't do anything. 2013, we had a chance. We didn't do anything. It had injuries to RG3. Then we had to let RG3 go and had Kirk Cousins come in. Kirk Cousins did some really stupid things. We won the NFC East in 2015 with Jay Gruden as the head coach. And 2016, not so much. 2017, not so much. 2018, not so much. And then we lose 2019. He goes somewhere else, be stupid, to the Bengals again. Then we get Ron Rivera. 2020, we won the NFC East in 2020. Now,
and people are not remembering that.
Right. And what they're saying is that once you win, last year is a memory. No, it's not. It's still fresh in your mind. But the problem is we don't carry over. We don't carry. Right, right.
We did. I thought my team last year, and you know that it's real to think now, and I love it. I'm like, now that's my team.
Right.
That's my boy. And I'm like, they better be like that this year.
Right. No,
they
no. See, that's my point. Because if you look at the stats, we had the number 3 defense in the NFL. Number 3. That says a lot. Because you know what teams are going to say when they play you the next season? We got to go against the number 3 defense on the list last year. That's what I'm talking about. If you look at that stat alone, that means that we actually did something that put fear into your opponent. But when you look at the offense, the Eagles, exactly. What do they say about the Eagles?
The freaking team that you didn't expect.
Exactly.
And that's the reason those guys were dancing.
You made a great point there, Marilyn.
I'm serious.
If you look at the Eagles and what they say to the Eagles now, they say, "Oh, you're looking at the NFC East champions taking on their first team next year." So what people don't understand, especially our fan base, it should be recognized that we carried over to the following year. Now, I wasn't too happy with Kirk Cousins because I didn't consider Kirk Cousins one of our best, but we did win the NFC East 2015 with him. But when he carried over to the 2016, he just fell flat. This is my point. Sam Howell is now the continuance of Taylor Heineke. He's the successor. I still think Taylor Heineke would have put us in the championships with the level of talent we have now, right?
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
When he did pass an interference, I mean, Coach Rivera could have said or told the offensive coordinator, you know, have a talk with him, get his confidence back up every time.
Right.
I'm serious.
I'm listening.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Now that's how I see these things, and I'm like, somebody needs to kick somebody's butt here.
Well, you know, Eric BEINENEMY can do that, and he's like the type of player to get these guys in line. But when my calculations about this OTAs is to have these guys on offense go over 19 points, because we averaged 19 points for the last 3 years. 3 years.
Yep.
And only had one game against the Eagles that we went over 30 points. So that's the problem.
And the game before that, and I'm not cutting things down. I'm not. I'm saying that the French was good before he got hurt.
I think
very, very good.
I understand that you like Wentz.
Yeah. And I'm like, and you know, he liked the rest of the team. He got along with them. Sam Howell, I liked him when they picked him in the draft.
Right.
I did. And yeah, there is a big difference. But I've seen some of these college players come in and they adjust. You know.
No, I get what you're saying, and I know why you like Carson. I'm gonna say this, and then we got another call coming in, but I want to say this. I know why you like Wentz. He wasn't a person that was a cancer. He wasn't the type of person to rip the team in half. No, but he wasn't winning on the field. He wasn't producing like he should.
Run.
Right.
He could not run, and they sacked him.
Yeah, he just wouldn't. He was throwing in double coverage. He has a great arm. Don't get me wrong. He could throw down the field. He could throw touchdown. But he was not looking. I mean, he's 6-something. He could see over the the center and the tackles. He just wasn't looking at the defense. He was looking at the wide receivers when he should have been looking at the defense and what they were in pre-huddle. But let's go to the caller who just came in, and everybody knows this guy. He's one of the celebrities. This is none other than Louis Tenor of the Enhanced Sports Show, 4 to 6 p.m. This guy is a legend. How you doing, Lou?
Thanks for the morale.
Hey, man, you got to have the morale after your Yankees, man. What's going on with your Yankees? You still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
Baltimore and Tampa, they're the ones that were trying to, climb up again.
Yeah, I saw because, our Baltimore Orioles, who are 34 and 21, who just beat the San Francisco Giants yesterday and scored a 3-2.
Yeah.
And we have looked dominant thanks to Gunna. Gunna took that home run and won it for us with a 2-2 in the 8th. No, 2-2 in the 9th, and then he hit that homer to win the game. Oh, man, that was beautiful.
That's all right.
I was so happy. And then not only that, the whole team came alive when Castro threw that last save to give us the win. This team is special. I love this team.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people are saying just wait until the second half of the year after the All-Star break. Let's see how well they do. If they propel themselves into the playoffs,
they're going to be fine.
I believe so too, Maryland. Maryland, I think this team is going to go into – they're going to go deep. I really think this team has a chance to shock the world.
They know how to set it up so that they can get the players and get them in. And they know what they got to do.
Right.
I think they stay pretty cool.
They stay calm. When they under pressure, they don't hesitate. They just go, okay,
that's
all right.
What I like. And that's what I like. It's just like last year when Virginia Tech had an excellent team. They thought, man, everybody was out there.
Right.
This year is different. But we'll be back. Don't worry. We will. I know we will.
Well, let's look at the standings because we're going to go right into baseball. Let's look at standings as their standings right now. So I know Lou probably looked at this 3 or 4 times and tried to calculate how the Yankees should win the next 4 or 5 games. But let's go ahead and look at the regular season for the Orioles and the Yankees and see what we come up with. Right now, my computer is slow in the downloading department, but it should pop up pretty soon. But this team has shown me so much heart and so much grit. I'm like, I want to go play for the Orioles right now. I want to go to Baltimore and just suit up and think I'm an Oriole, right?
That makes you want to go to the game.
It does. I really do want to go to the game because that will be my first official game at Camden Yards. And I know right now it's an away game. I don't think they're going to come back here and play you know, and play another round over here. But if I ever do go to Camden Yards, I'm definitely sitting right behind the dugout and ask every single player to sign.
You better watch your head.
Hey, if I get hit in the noggin, I'm taking one for the team. I'll come back with a baseball knot. You just like, you did well. You did well. Well, so right now the Orioles. Just know if I come on the camera and I have a big bald spot where the knot is and it has Spalding on it, just know I did real well next to the guard shack. I mean, next to the dugout. Here's what happened. Okay, so right now the standings are like this. Tampa Bay is 40-19. The Baltimore Orioles are 36-21. The Yankees are 34-25. Toronto is 31-27, and Boston leads last with 30-27. Normally, at this time,
It's a bit misleading though, because despite the fact that Red might play well, think of their last football there, but they still have a winning record. I mean, the AL East happens to be the strongest division of baseball this year. All 5 teams are above 500, even though that it's no last place, which is very respectable.
True. You know what? You're right, Lou, because they could have been much lower, and they're right there in the mix, in the wild card mix. And not only that, at this time, Minnesota would have been leading, and we would have been well behind at this time. So yeah, it's a great flop, in the standings here. I never hear. Right. No, you're right, Lou.
12-47.
Yeah. If you look at this, Lou, if I'm about to show you something, I don't know if you saw the standings lately, but I'm going to tell you this. If you look at the Central, remember the Central was the strongest for the last 5 years. You had the White Sox, you have Cleveland, Detroit at one time was on fire, and then you had Minnesota will come up late, and then Kansas City was the leader, right? Now it's a complete flop. Kansas City has fell off the map with 40 losses, with 17 wins, and now you have Minnesota with 31 wins and 27 losses, which means that they're not coming back. That whole division has fell off. Yeah, I remember 2015 very well.
Yep. The Royals were on top. And unfortunately, they were playing the Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Mets, did win 2 games, but the Royals just had too much power then, but they had dropped off like a rock.
Yep. That is absolutely right. Check this out. Remember how the Mets and the Cubs were fighting, and remember how the Dodgers were the front runners, right? And now what's happening to the Dodgers? The Padres and the Dodgers are having it back-to-back battle that you never thought that would be possible. I thought it was going to be the Cardinals and Phillies again, and they became stronger. Not this time. It's Cardinals. It's off the map. Phillies trying to find their way back, and look at what's happening now. Dodgers, Cubs, Mets are having a battle. It's so brilliant to see that's happening, and see the balance is actually working out in front of your eyes. I'm like, whoa, the pitcher has got. Not only that, here's the funny thing: the Pirates are actually trying to balance their pitching out, and they're trying to find some hitters to balance out their offense, and they're just struggling, but they're working out as they struggle.
They're good.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
They are good. And your host as well. Now that we're in, the heart of the season, or will be very soon, What would you say is the big surprise of the season so far?
Oh, the biggest surprise. Oh man, you just don't know. The biggest surprise will have to be. Are you talking about my team, or are you talking about the NBL, MLB, the whole entire thing?
Yes, the whole time.
Okay, so my biggest surprise in this will have to be how the game changes. That well, this year it actually works more where you're.
Well, no. I mean, team-wise. I mean, what was the surprise team? That's right.
Oh, my surprise team.
Yeah.
Besides my team is number one. But the surprise team this year will have to be Tampa Bay because Tampa Bay started out on fire, and they learned last year how they could become more dominant without starting at the bottom. So they have never relinquished this last year. 40 wins this year is completely dominating the whole entire international league and national league, both back to backs. I would never said to you yet last year that Tampa Bay is going to go 40 wins next year. I'm like, that's unheard of.
Well, that was, I guess, not what it really because I had a different team part of the year because then the team has been plenty of losers for the last 30 years. But I mean, okay, the team doesn't have an overall record, but it has a very decent record, despite despite all of that.
Right, Maryland. What? Okay. Well, let me ask you this: what did you have? Who was the surprise team, Lou? Who was your surprise team this year?
Okay, you might want to sit down because one of these might fall off. The Pirates.
Are you sure? I mean, wait. Are you sure?
Now they're climbing up on the division in the NL Central. I mean, they had spectacular start in April. Okay, they've leveled off a bit, but still, I mean, you gotta give these guys a lot of credit.
Well, I'm okay. Well, the Pirates are 29 and 27. I would still say, in my opinion, I would still say that Tampa reaching 40 in the first half of the season is my second choice. My third choice wouldn't be the Pirates. It would actually be, hold on, let me pull them up. It would have to be Milwaukee. Milwaukee has been in the bottom of the league for the last year, and they're 30 and 27. They have a. This is how crazy it is.
The Pirates won.
Yeah, the Pirates won. They won, but the Pirates have a differential of +8. But here's the surprise I was talking about Lou about. Milwaukee Brewers are 30 and 27, and they have a differential of -25, Lou. -25. And they're winning. They're winning in top of the NL Central. That would be my biggest surprise. And Arizona will be second because now they're 35 and 23. And look at this. You said the Padres. The Padres are 26 and 31. And that's not all, bro. And now last year the Padres were top of the league, like I was telling you about with the Dodgers. They're at the bottom now. Manny Machado is not doing well. The LA Dodgers are not doing well, but they have a 35 and 23 record right now, and they have a +61 differential, which means that they win 65 plus in their wins when they're leading. And Milwaukee loses more at 25 below. This is insane. That's my surprise. Is the Brewers. The Brewers are killing it. Now, remember, we're forgetting about one team only. And this team went to the pennant and won it. And we're talking about the Houston Astros. They're 34 and 23. And here's another team that just exploded after the Orioles beat them 2-1. Texas Rangers are 36-20, and they have a differential. Get this, and I'm not making this up. You can check it yourself. Plus 133.
Wow.
133. That is crazy. So that means they win when they're leading in the first, the beginning of the game. So when they're leading, they're not going to relinquish the win. That is insane. I couldn't even imagine. That's it. That's it.
Sure, it seems like the ones that start out really good, but you gotta wait for that second half of the year. I think the Orioles will be fine.
I think so too. But Maryland, wouldn't that be a football game with 133 at your differential?
Yeah.
I would never say anything about that, about the Commanders. Hey, they win 133 times. I'm good.
That'd be good.
I know Lou would like to have that stat with Dak Prescott. But my goodness, just remarkable stat to look at. See, this is what I do. I look at the stats, and they follow through. When it's just, and it's just amazing how these teams actually come through in the clutch. So,
and then there's going to be these teams that are going to surprise you.
Exactly. At the last minute. So this year has been really, really, really unorthodox, really unpredictable, because you never know what a team can explode, like the Texans or Milwaukee Brewers or the Arizona Diamondbacks. Even my team, the Orioles, are exploding. They're 4 games below first team, and they already have a differential of 29. But the second leading team would be the Tampa Bay. Back again, more technical difficulties.
transcribed.
Yeah, it's always a technical difficulty here. I don't like when we have that because we're going to stay on a little bit more because of it. It always happens with me.
Yeah. We wonder where you went.
So we're going to stay on a little bit more. So when the 7 o'clock hits, we will probably stay on another 20, 30 minutes. But yeah, to go back what I was saying about mostly to have that large differential means that your team is actually winning. And we haven't had that differential in so many years. And to look at this way, it's just, we just hope we don't fall off. You know, that's the type of thing. It's like, you know, it's just, you know, to have that downturn at a time that when you're blossoming, it has a really bad effect on the morale of the team and the fans. And you know, and I don't want that to happen. But let's move on, and we'll come back to it. We're gonna go to the Washington Wizards. The Washington Wizards just named their president of Monumental Basketball, Michael Winger. Winger was a longtime NBA executive. He brings a multifaceted skill set to lead the operation in the Wizards, Mystics, and Go-Go. Winger and Ted Leonsis are immediately begin search for their lead executive, which means they're looking for their GM. So they are going to look for their GM, but this guy is a president of basketball, Michael Winger. So I'm glad that we have started to fill these positions here. Hopefully we can get a really good GM, and hopefully we can bring back John Wall so we can build this team up like we're supposed to. I just don't understand why we would let a talent like that go. It's like letting Terry McLaurin and Emmanuel Forbes go just so that way, you know, we can fulfill our dream and stuff. It doesn't make sense.
I know. Did they let Chase go?
Oh no, they didn't let Chase go yet because this is his 4th year option. When they say that they're not picking up your 5th year option, that means that you're in the 4th year already. So they already signed your multi-million-dollar deal to that 4th year. When they do it before the year starts, yeah, I think they're gonna sign him next year. I know they're gonna sign him next year because they can't let a talent like that go. And that's what I was telling. That's what I have a feeling. So when they were saying on TV that he has an obligation to show them that he wants to stay with the organization, and they're going to pick up his option, they're basically telling him, well, you know, Deron Payne had a great year doing that. I think we're going to have you do the same thing so that you could prove to us that your knee has gotten better. Because if you have like 20 sacks next year and you lead the NFL, we're definitely picking up your 5th year before your 5th year ends, your 4th year ends. And that's what they need to say to him. Yeah.
I've got something to answer. This is important for Washington. And yeah, I've run into some things about it. And you know who I was with.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, Lou knows because I was talking to him. These fans, even Snyder's gone.
Right.
That's fine. That's good. He's gone.
Yes.
We're going to have the new owner. It's fine.
That is another great point. Okay. You made a great point. That's right, Marilyn. Snyder is no longer the owner. And we have another, we have not one, we don't have two. We have 3 owners who are willing to bring in the money so that way we could get the talented players so we could have the championships that comes along with it. That means a lot.
Yeah. I'll tell you something right now. And this, I did blow up. I'm sure. These fans, Lee knows what I'm, these fans, and You look at Coach Rivera. Now, even through cancer, even with his mom died, he stuck with the team. How many coaches do you think can do that? How many? Well, now these fans are saying, oh, now they're picking on get rid of Rivera. I'm ready, buddy. I'm going to get some tactics. And I know where they're going.
Right.
Yeah. They're going to be rotated.
Right.
It's not right. They don't appreciate a good coach.
Right.
And I was putting him up with any time. I defended him. I don't care what anybody says. I defended him. That's it.
No,
I'm not saying that BEINENEMY is not a good coach. He is.
right.
He is. But they're saying, oh, we're going to make him a good coach. And I mean, they were really meaning it. And they had rumors saying that they heard that Rivera was talking about leaving, and it might be because of his health. I haven't heard this.
Yeah, I haven't heard that either. That was probably when the 2020 arrived, because of the fact that he was going through chemo. That was a long time ago. I think that would probably, but right now he's
they're talking about it now.
Well, see, that's not true. I mean, that's not true about his.
It's because Snyder's gone, and they got to have somebody to pick on. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not saying your reporting is bad. I'm saying that the people who gave that answer, he can't leave because of his health, because he's out of cancer. He's in remission. You know,
that's right.
If you can't, I mean, you can't be out of remission unless something else is going on. Right?
That's what I pointed out.
So I think the people who are giving that report don't want him as a head coach. That's how I feel. If you're going to sit there and give him,
they're tough, you know what?
Right.
They can just tough it out, because that man is stronger than any of the coaches have. I don't care what they say, and I hope they shoot big time.
Right.
I mean business. I'm serious. And I know a lot of people that would back me up.
Right. No, I totally agree.
Been there. I was polite, but then this woman jumped in out of the blue and started in, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What? You know, no.
No, see, here's the thing about, this is what I was talking about before with our fans. And I'm pretty sure it's with Lou's fans and any other fans out there. You got some who are deep-rooted fans who don't like the regime that's in there, whatever reason that is. And you give a reporting based off your own feelings versus what's out there is called facts. They don't look at the facts. They look at what they're feeling and say, well, you need to go. I don't like you. This is why I don't like him. You got to go. But if you look at the stats and see that the stats is positive towards the player or team or the individual or the coaches or the whatever,
and the way the coach treats them.
Right, or the coach that's trying to get out of a hospital and coach a team, then you need to look at that and reevaluate yourself, because it seems like you have a vindictive ability to chastise the coach over no apparent reason, just because you don't like him as a person. Okay,
yeah.
I get that, but you have to understand your team is in a process of building and winning, and now that you brought in all the help you can get, so you got to let the process go, so that way you can see what the results is. At the end of the year, If it still remain the same from last year, then yes, he must leave. It's got to be him going because he can't get over 8-8. He can't go over 8 wins. He can't even get to 9 or 10 wins ever like he did with Cam Newton. But with that being said, you got to give him a chance. You might not like the choices he made, but we're in a good place. We're in a good place.
I know we're in a good place.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about the person that gave that ridiculous answer about him saying that he's trying to leave.
What they don't understand is what they're forgetting is that Coach Rivera came in the middle, and in that sense, and that's what the team and the coach kept them, and he got them going. And I'm going to tell you, I'm giving him credit, and they should appreciate that. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. You saw it. Oh yeah. So I'm like, bring it. I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put it up there and I'm gonna say, bring it. We're here for the wrong reason. Yeah. They no longer have Snyder's.
Oh yeah, you gonna give them you gonna have that T-shirt going. Read my mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it, man. It's gonna be mine, and I'm gonna have a cactus right below it.
But I want to ask Lou this one question. Okay, so Lou, OTAs, the veteran OTAs have begun. They're in the middle of it. What do you want to say about your team? What you looked at, what you observed, who stood out amongst the practice?
I don't have a chance to look at the OTAs, but right now the Jets do seem to be solid. Right now, they got an acquisition. We just need to get more men around Rodgers, more safety. We're having on Rodgers, and that's going to make us really team. So far, I'm liking the team with and hopefully that will carry in the preseason opens up, and make this team a good source for.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to be up.
After looking at the Jets, they have did a whole 360 revamp, and I think 100% the Jets are going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams playing them.
Yep.
That defense is 100% ready to eat somebody alive. The quarterback.
Let me tell you, BALTIMORE.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, he's not as sharp as he would, but that guy can actually extend the play. He could throw down the field. He could do the last play when when you're down 3 points and you score that last minute touchdown to end the game and send everybody packing on the road, yelling and cussing at the bus monitor because he just ruined your whole day going into work the next day celebrating with your opposing team's jersey. He can actually send you home. This guy he's not that old. He can actually do that again. He's not like when Brett Favre came to town and then take y'all to the promised land when he did with the Vikings. This guy, Aaron Rodgers, still lethal. He's still a good quarterback.
Yes, he's got a lot left in him.
A lot. And this is why I think the game this is why this is good for the game. Because now you have a quarterback who was with Green Bay for so many years, took them to the playoffs, took them to the Super Bowl, won Super Bowl championships. Now you take him to a team that hasn't won in years. and still has one championship, and now he's going to build that organization up.
He's gonna build them up.
Yes, he's definitely going to build them up. You have a good running game. You have wide receivers now. You have a really good offensive line. You have a defense now. You have all the tangibles. All you need is a playbook. All you need is a head coach. Once you got that, now you're ready to go eat. And this is the team that's going to go many battles in. It's like watching the Lions battle with the real subpar defense. You know, you're not the Lions. So if you and the Lions go head to head, I got the Jets 100%. I'll bet on the Jets. Yeah, the Lions.
I mean, yes, they made strides last year, but the Lions is still the Lions.
Well, say again.
I mean, there's going to be some teams that are going to surprise us. But from what I understand, our defense is going to blow mine. I know that. I'm like, oh, wow, we are going to do it. And when I hear it and I see you talking, I'm like, yep. Well, yeah. I'm going to love it.
Hey guys, before you sign off, there is one thing I have to everybody. June 17th, I want you to get as many callers as possibly can because that date is going to be a milestone in my podcasting career. So I'm not going to go into details right now. So plan for the show. So if you can't call on the 17th, please do. Remember to save the month. It's yours.
17th?
Yes, of this month.
Okay.
The 17th of this month. What's happening the 17th of this month?
Well, okay, I'll let you know. I'll tell you. It represents a significant day in my podcasting career because that was the week I started my first podcasting show 10 years ago.
Oh, snap, man. Congrats.
Wow.
This is free you.
Congratulations.
This is free Kevin. This is free internet. This is the whole beginning. Because I started out small locally with, first of all, including my original co-host, Eric.
You know what? Congrats to you, bro, because, I had my 300th episode last month, and I've been doing this. I've been doing this since 2015 with you.
I started 2016. Nationally, I started 2016, but Eric and I go back to 2013 when we did our local show together. So,
yeah, no, you're right, because you and Eric and Jordan were on there too. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So congrats, man.
Yeah. So I'm going like my whole beginning from that we started back in June of 2013. So, I like everybody calling, just to say thank you for helping me, get through, for all these years that you come with me, support me. Even though when I'm deserve it. Thanks for hanging in with me.
That's cool.
Yo, bro. Hey, listen, man. Congrats to you. You deserve everything, man. Hats off to you for being in the game this long. You deserve all the praise in the world, Lou. You are trooper, man. Congrats to you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So hopefully if you get
It's awesome.
if you get a chance before your show on the 17th, feel free to call in.
And man, I'll be there next year. I forgot to call in today, but I won't forget next week because that's very important to you. I'll be there on the 17th, okay?
Okay.
I got you, man, 100%.
I'm going to put it on my calendar.
I'm going to put it on my phone. The 17th of June.
Yeah.
Yeah. What time?
Oh, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, okay.
Right before my show.
Yes.
Yo, man, it's gonna be off the chain. Well, you know what, Lou? Don't worry, man. I got you.
Thanks.
It's a oh yeah. So I wanted to ask you about the USA men's soccer team. We're in Section B. We just tied Mexico, but we have 1 win, 2 ties, no losses. Our next game is against it's the semifinals. We play Mexico, and then we have 1-3. We play Jamaica on the 20th. Yeah.
Mexico, that's their football.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So we have Jamaica, and the matches are 1-3, but the semifinals play Mexico again in Mexico. Well, not in Mexico, but on the field. It's like a home for Mexico. It's going to be a good game because right now, I saw the see it, but I know Mexico and USA they always go head to hand. It's like a hand-to-hand combat. But Mexico always tie us.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. First gonna be a good one. You got it. It's gonna be good.
Hey, and one of the best times to watch soccer is when it's playing for the Olympic or the USA get a Gold Cup. Here's a fun fact: the USA has never won a Gold Cup ever. The women on the end, women of the USA has all won Gold Cup and Olympics in that fashion.
Oh yeah.
That is a long-standing soccer. Yeah, that's something that is historic.
They can kick good. They can good.
Yeah. They are the world's best soccer team.
Yes, they are.
And that is why I cannot fathom how can the women's have a platform to win and then still figure it out.
How's the men this year? Do it. You have to do it. Come on. Come on, buzz up there.
Right.
I don't know how they run so much miles forward. Give me some of that energy. Woo.
Got to.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Daniel when the guy that had the heart during the game?
Oh, you talking about the Buffalo wide receiver or the Buffalo corner?
Yeah.
He back. Yeah, he turned back the team last year, and he's probably TAs this year.
Wow.
He is the one player. This is what I was saying. I think I was talking to another. I was to a Steelers fan work, and the guy literally told me that I have never seen this in so many years of watching football. And I said, yo, I'm with you on that. He is the one player who brought the world together.
Yeah.
To worry about him.
Definitely.
And I was like, that we have never seen a polarized society who is so negative at one another to care enough about a football player who got hit in the chest and got up and went into a shock. Never. But he brought this whole world together. Now, it's not like we're singing Kumbaya, but we saw him get praises from each state, not from a majority of people, but enough. Yeah, everybody. It's remarkable.
Yes, it is.
Remarkable.
I wish it was just spread.
Me too, Marilyn. But you know that only goes so far for a couple months or a year, and it goes right back to where they left off.
Yeah, that's true.
I
told my brother, I said, keep your mouth shut.
You popped right up. You went over to a family cookout. You keep your mouth shut. I don't want to hear nothing about that.
I'll come down to Georgia.
Oh, snap. That was a good one. Let's see. All right, so we come to the last portion.
Because he's the type of person that comes out and says whatever is on his mind. He's from Rounded down there, and I'm like, keep your mouth shut.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
I'm going to get him a read my mind.
He probably won't put it on. He'll probably like, okay.
He was in church. Oh, man. I'm like, oh, Lord, here we go.
So we're coming to the end of our questioning about the team. So do you have any other questions you want to talk sports related that I forgot to mention? We'll go Maryland.
Well, are we going to keep most of our players from last year? Are we?
We do have majority of the team signed contractually. The only time that they're probably going to let go if a player is when that player is not performing well, or unable to perform, or want to be traded. So those are the three major things. So I think we're going to keep majority of them. I think the ones who are not able to perform are going to get traded because of injury-wise. I think personally, one of our draftees is probably going to go because either they're not performing well or they're not picking up the playbook the way Eric BEINENEMY think they can.
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of those two on the line. Lou, what do you think?
I'll agree on that.
No, when I'm asking you what the if I didn't mention a team or a sport that's that I forgot to mention in my introduction.
I don't know if you guys made this or not, but the finals game tonight.
The what?
There was some finals hockey.
Oh, yeah. So who won?
Yeah. So it starts tonight. It's the 7th series. You got the Florida Panthers, who is just, of course, the upstart this season. Because nobody expected them to go far this year. And the Vegas Golden Knights, which are heavily favored.
So the Vegas Knights versus
Florida Panthers.
The Panthers.
Oh, Florida Panthers.
Wow. I thought the Florida Panthers were knocked off a long time ago.
No.
Oh, wow. That's like the Florida Panthers' first series in the Stanley Cup Finals.
No,
Second. Oh, wow. Wow. I learned something new now. And
but the last time they were there, they got swept by the Avalanche.
That's true. Yep, that's true. I remember that. Yep, you're right. So the Vegas Knights, actually, this is their 5th time being there.
Second on tomorrow night.
Because they lost to the Capitals, right? They lost to the Capitals and we beat them.
Yeah.
Wow. That's impressive. Hats off. You know, so I already know who's going to win this one. I already know who's going to win. It's no question. It's going to be the Vegas Knights. The Vegas Knights are going to be the champions.
Okay. The Nuggets won their first
Yes.
playoff.
Yeah, they actually dominated
Now,
the
they're
NBA.
playing tomorrow night. Who are they going to be playing? Are they going to be playing the Heat again?
No, they play tonight. They play tonight.
Oh, they play tonight?
Yeah.
No, tomorrow.
Really? Today's, I mean, it says the 3rd.
I'm pretty sure it's Sunday night.
Okay, let me see. Yeah, it says the 3rd. Why are they lying to me?
Might be a typo.
Oh, come on,
Oh, man,
NBA.
because they had it written down, the schedule, and I did post for Friday night, but they said they were going to play Sunday night.
Well, then okay, let me check the website again because I took a screenshot of that and you know, because I wanted to write it down, make sure we get it. Denver Star Player Showcase, postseason. Okay, I'm checking it right now. Let's see here. All right, they said game 1
Well,
was
I couldn't
good.
understand what happened to the Heat.
Well, it's most likely they got dominated because.
They got English.
So here's the stat that I was looking at. Not First Take. What was that thing called? I forgot. It had
You want me to tell you?
Wait a minute. Let me say it first. But I think what happened was for Miami to win, Jimmy Butler has to score at least 30 to 40 points for they to actually win. He scored below 40, which means they lost completely. So if they go to Denver, they stay in Denver and play game 2, it's most likely it's going to be a close game, but I think it's going to go to Denver. Denver's going to go 2-0. I don't think they're going to beat.
Well, it's going to be on ABC. So
Yeah. I think.
yeah, but they watch it.
I think if you look at it like this, Maryland and Lou, the Heat is not going to win this series. I don't have them winning this series because I know they got Bam in the middle. I know they got Taylor Hero, and I know they got Jimmy Butler. But you look at Denver, they're a complete team. They got the Joker. They got Murray. They got KCP. So there's no way in this world that Color Pope. There's no way they're going to lose the momentum. Each individual has an ability to shoot the 3 at a higher rate. 46%. No, that was the Heat. 40% when they're leading. There's no way. I got the Heat losing. I got the Heat losing.
They were behind Friday night, and the Nuggets just kept staying up. I mean, they have it.
Absolutely.
That's all straight, folks.
With that being said, I want to thank. Go ahead, Marilyn. Finish your thought.
Now, I believe it is going to be on. Don't on. No.
Okay, so I was looking at NBA, and it did not say anything about tonight. So you are correct. Notes suck. So that I'm gonna say. But with that being said, I want to thank Marilyn and Lou for coming. I want to thank both of you who made this night amazing. And everybody in sports, I want you to thank Lou for his being on the show for these years, many years to come. Lou for coming in and blessing us with knowledge, and Marilyn being the coach that she is, coming in and entertaining us with the shifts. Read mine. But I think both of you coming in. See you next Saturday when we discuss the Orioles. Did they win against? Are they going to go to the All-Star? They winning record for the first time or the second time in MLB history, and we're going to see if the Vegas Knights beats the Panthers in Game 1 and Game 2. With that being said, Lou and Marilyn, have a great weekend. God bless you both. Be safe. Great weekend.
God bless you.
And first, everything second, and you're conscious by definition. So go chase your dreams, because that's your as well. All right, folks. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much. And I'm out.
Take care. Be safe.
Take care. You too. All right. God bless you. Have a good week. I'm out. Peace.